Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
Batman. My favorite character.
Love it still play it. Batman's like this episode.
All right, kids. Welcome back to another episode of We Are the Night.
The Batman podcast.
And Justin's here, so you know, the Azrael podcast.
That's right. It's Owl's real time.
Oh, yes. Anyway, I am Phil. Joining me, as always, is our good friend, Justin the Owl.
That's right. Without a cam this time because I'm using a backup microphone. And because of how teeny tiny the microphone is, I basically have to hold on to it the whole time. So rather than subjecting the cam viewers to just a glimpse of my ear and neck, I figured I would give them this lovely little owl avatar to check out that I found on Google Images.
Sorry, boys. No eye candy this time.
That's right. No eye candy tonight. Sorry. Sometimes you can't have it all.
That's right. And I wouldn't see his small mic. It has to be the big one.
That's right. Only the large one will do.
Oh my! All right. So so we're back. It was 2 months ago. I think we left off with the regular Azrael series. I think last time was those annuals and the plus the question. Yeah.
Plus the question. Yep.
So remember where we left Jean-Paul? Floating in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
After that volcano was off.
Adrift in more ways than one.
True. Oh, nice. True. Oh, see, that's a writer right there, kids. All right. So, should we jump in?
Yes. Angel in Hiding.
Yes. All right. So we'll do 21 through 23 tonight, kids. So, yes, Azrael issue 21 from September 1996. Renunciation. Writer, of course, Denny O'Neil. Penciler, Barry Kitson. Inker, James Pascoe. Colorist, Demetrius Bazoukas. And letterer, Ken Brzezinnik. And I don't have an editor listed. All right.
Oh, Archie Goodwin, it says.
Okay. Yeah, for some reason on this he's not listed. All right. After returning from the tropical island and the adventures surrounding Dr. Orchid, Azrael reunites with his friends Brian, and Lily. But he gets no time to rest because Nomaz informed Brother Rollo about Azrael's whereabouts, and Rollo immediately sends his acolytes to kill Azrael. Oh my.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Yeah.
For you. Oh, I mean, they kind of skip over the biggest part where it's like, in the beginning there where he's like floating in the, he gets to the beach and then he basically just like tells Azrael, no, I'm done with you, and just kind of leaves the costume on the beach there.
He relinquishes the garb and just leaves it and just, And it's almost like at that moment he turns off the system as well.
Yes. Like
in doing so, the system just shut off.
Yeah, my thoughts
and exactly. It's no longer there. Almost as though it was tied to the costume. And they were kind of alluding to that a little bit here and there in the issues leading up to this. Like he had to have the costume around in order to access his abilities as Azrael, his fighting prowess.
Yeah,
but it was just Jean-Paul, like he couldn't dial into that just on his own.
It seems like Denny kind of flip-flopped on that all the time, because remember, isn't that what sent him to Dr. Orchid originally? Is like, oh man, he went nuts, when he wasn't wearing the costume. Remember?
Right.
Basically,
he started losing control of it. Yeah.
Basically, when Club and Nugger got hit by a truck, an Azrael-shaped truck.
Yeah. Well, that also involved Lily as well.
Uh-huh.
So those were special circumstances, we could say. Yeah.
What are the triggers for that system? Well, the and
Yeah, just ask Catwoman.
Oh, yeah. Because
Yeah.
I was even thinking, I forget what issue it is, but yes, Lily is looking very, she's gone to the Ballon gym, you know?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. She's rocking that purple bodysuit all over the place.
Her proportions are becoming very Ballon-esque, yes.
Yeah.
And she went to the Peg Bundy hairdresser, yes.
Yeah. Speaking of which, there's an ad in the floppy of this for a couple of CD albums, the self-titled 311 album and Subliminal Plastic Motives by Self. And if you purchase them at Sam Goody and Musicland, both of which I believe no longer exist, you can enter to win a trip to meet Jenny McCarthy.
Oh!
And get a free Jenny McCarthy fan club membership, a $9.95 value just for entering.
Oh my!
That ad is gold right there, folks.
Oh yeah, I have the floppies. I didn't think I'm out. I'm reading this on the app. Oh man, I got to think out this floppy.
Yeah, you will get a laugh out of that. I was reading this earlier, and I had a guffaw and several afterwards.
Oh my, yes, the Jenny McCarthy fan club, yes.
A $9.95 value just for entering the contest. It's fantastic.
Trust me, for one of my birthdays, a friend of mine got me a Jenny McCarthy poster for my room. Yes, I joined.
Oh, really?
I joined the Jenny McCarthy fan club many a night. Yes.
You're a subscriber. Yeah.
Yes.
I think that poster no longer exists.
No, that was a very hands-on fan club. Yes. Oh Lord! Oh please! Listen to him. Listen to Justin laugh. And meanwhile, there's probably his room was probably covered wall to wall with pictures of biscuits more than.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah, you better believe it.
Okay. 1996. Who was the biscuit for a young Justin? Who was it?
1996. Oh man, I think that might have been Chris O'Donnell.
Oh,
yeah. At that age, I was really into Chris O'Donnell. Yeah.
Oh, so we're between Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. Oh, okay.
I think so. Right, 96.
Yeah, I think those movies were 95 and 97.
Yeah. Oof, yeah. And I watched the other movies with him. The one with Al Pacino. What was it? Scent of a Woman, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in that, and there was a couple other ones too. Yeah, he was prime biscuit back then. Yeah.
Oh my. So basically, Jean Paul just dumps the costume on the beach and walks.
Yeah.
Away.
And then there's a conversation with him and Sister Lily and Brian, which I love that Nomos is just kind of like nonchalantly there, eavesdropping on the whole conversation. They don't even notice this giant hulking creature just above them.
Well, they're basically having like
grinning and giggling.
It looks like they're having coffee on a balcony. Yeah, he's just like laying on the roof on his back.
Yeah. It looks like he's just a couple of feet away. They have no knowledge that he's there.
He's like sunbathing.
Yeah, it's great. I was happy to see him again because he was a character from, as you know, from the Sword of Azrael miniseries at the very beginning of all this.
Yep.
So he's a link to the very beginning of this character.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, that would have been funny if he would have been around to help Azbats.
Oh, man, could you imagine? Yeah. His own version of Alfred is Nomos. Yeah.
Oh. Especially those Catwoman issues. No, there's only the holy mission. There's no time for some.
Yes, that's right. It doesn't matter if she's the knight herself. You must ignore her. Go take a cold shower.
The Order has mastered many a technique for that. It's called the 5-finger death punch.
Yes. Yeah.
But then we see, somehow he gets back to Brother Rollo and gives him the whole thing about, he's like, because Rollo wants to know, basically why. He's got a mad on for Lily, because he's like, oh, Azrael is living with the American psychiatrist Brian and that vicious traitorous slut.
Yeah, slut. Yeah, he took that personal that she left the Order. He took that real personal. And Brother Rollo's swift descent into madness continues in this 3-part story that we're covering tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this banana peel slide into madness continues.
And Nomaz is like, hey, for weeks at a time, I could not locate him. He would appear in Gotham City and vanish almost immediately, but he appears to be settled now. He has enrolled in a university and for the past month has led a regulated life.
Hmm.
And then Brother Rollo wants to know about Lily. She walks, she reads, she occasionally speaks to men on the street.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's worthy of note. Yeah.
And of course, Rollo. I do not doubt that she speaks to men. She is a woman, cunning, sly.
Yeah. Lily will die slowly.
Azrael will die. Lily will die slowly.
Yeah.
But then,
then he has a clandestine meeting with Saint Dumas.
Yeah, who, I mean, whether it's real or an hallucination, Saint Dumas tells him, he's like, don't seek revenge. He's like, they pose no threat to the order, and they may be, they're no longer a threat to us, and Nomaz may yet be useful. Ignore them all.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and it made me question a little bit in this sequence of events whether or not that is real or imagined, because Nomaz is eavesdropping on this entire conversation that Rollo's having with the Helm.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, when Rollo decides to indiscriminately summon his 3 acolytes and say, go after Azrael, Nomaz is in the background listening, and he says, blasphemy. So it's almost as though he knew what Saint Dumas was saying to Brother Rollo.
Yeah.
Oh, he's actually contradicting the orders of Saint Dumas. Like, this is blasphemy, and called him out on it.
Yeah, so either that head is the real deal, or I wonder if Rollo even unconsciously is like a ventriloquist.
Oh, that's a good point too. Yeah. There could be a voice coming from it, all right, and it could be his very own.
I mean, that'd be true psychopath. Be like,
absolutely,
no, let me kill the woman. No,
no. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he summons the Warriors 3 here. Yeah.
Yeah, they did remind me. Their color schemes reminded me of the Warriors 3 a lot. Yes. Yeah. And he tells them to assassinate Nomaz, which I was really surprised by, actually. I thought, wow.
Yeah. He says, do that before they leave, and he tells them to slay Azrael also, but then he says, make a captive of the woman Lily.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
But Nomaz, escapes, gets away.
Yeah, I was surprised that Brother Rollo wanted to kill him off like that.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he blames Nomaz for, I guess, not directing Azrael. Letting him go off and be Batman for a while, and then had he been training him, he wouldn't have come back and I guess tainted Lily or whatever.
He sees him as a failure. He failed his mission for the Sacred Order.
Like he was the first one to fail them when it came to Jean Paul Valley. Yeah,
right. That makes sense. Yeah.
So he gets away because they're like, oh, he'll freeze outside. He's like, you fools! Centuries the dwarflings have been bred to withstand ill weather and all other hardships. He says, yes, we're on the woman.
Yeah, the snow isn't any impediment for him.
Yes. So we see, Jean-Paul is back at the university where we found him, at the beginning of Sword of Azrael #1.
Yes. We're going full circle here, folks. Yeah.
Yes, and back in his old apartment.
Back in his old apartment, which I'm amazed is still available.
Yeah.
I guess it's Gotham, whatever.
I mean, unless there's something wrong with it, or
to
an AR.
Yeah. There's multiple possibilities as to why that apartment could still be available several months or however long later.
I mean, it don't look too glamorous. Is that just a mattress on the floor there?
Yeah. Well, that makes sense. Yeah.
That's what I'm like. Is this actual apartment or is this like a dorm room?
It almost looks like a dorm, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, because it almost looks like a 1-room apartment. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if it is student housing or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Because again, I'm like, wasn't Bruce Wayne paying for that house they were staying at? I'm like, why didn't you just?
Yeah. Right. That beautiful estate out in the woods or whatever. Yeah.
again, you know,
But
his
he wanted to go back to school. He wanted to finish his classes. So I guess that makes sense.
But I'm just wondering how much the commute would be from that house they were living. I guess might be a little bit of a commute, but
Yeah.
I mean, Daddy Warbucks is gonna put you up, man. You know all his secrets.
Yeah, I mean, he could get a driver to take you to classes and back, whatever. Yeah.
I was gonna say by car, but again, it'll be a whole thing. Oh, I don't know how to drive. He doesn't drive. He drove the damn Batmobile.
Well, still,
Yeah.
at this point, do we really want Jean-Paul behind the wheel of a vehicle?
That's true.
Probably not.
He drove that damn subway rocket.
Yeah. And we saw how well that went.
Well, I guess that just follows the track. Yeah, he just hit the
right. Yeah.
So Lily and Brian are helping him move in, and Brian's like, "Oh, there's no food," so he says he's going to run down to the deli. He says, "He's like, oh, yeah." He says, "I'll get a housewarming gift from the deli, and then I will consume it for you."
Yeah. Gee, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has a cute little moment with Sister Lily. Azrael does, Jean-Paul does, where he asks her out on a date, and she says, "A small piece of fruit."
No, it's social engagement. Have dinner in a restaurant. Attend a film show. Theater together. And she's like, "Oh, that." So she agrees, which is nice. And then, you know, because he says tomorrow night, she's like, "Tomorrow night's satisfactory." And then she goes, "I guess," she's like, "I have to start someplace."
Oh my, yeah.
Like, damn.
That's yeesh. Yeah.
So I think we're starting to see Lily's starting to understand the power she has over men.
Yes.
Or so.
But it obviously doesn't bother Jean-Paul, because after she leaves, he's like, "Yes," and he's leaping up in the air like a excited 14-year-old.
Well, yeah. I mean, basically, he's like, I don't know, a child or a teenager in the body of an adult, and it's like,
yeah.
And again, she thinks she has power over men. She's going to be sorely mistaken here after a while.
As we'll see before too long. Yeah.
So Brian comes back with the food, and we see the Warriors 3 pull up out front.
Yes, there's a hostage situation.
Yeah, because Brian and Lily are leaving, but then the Warriors 3 grab them.
And they go after Jean-Paul, who cannot access his abilities as Azrael.
Yes, I love Lily. Call the police. You are not Azrael. I'm not Azrael.
Yeah, you are not Azrael.
But his phone.
Remember, you don't have the costume anymore. You left it on the beach.
Yeah, and his phone's not connected, so he can't call the police.
Yeah.
He runs to the roof. He tries to kick the door open, and he's like, "I am not Azrael."
Yeah. Suddenly, I can't do this anymore.
Okay, maybe if I just unlock it, I can open the door.
Yeah.
So yeah, he gets to the roof, and they told me it was no place to run. Our orders are clear. Bring the one known as Brian and the woman, the brother Rollo, and slay the betrayer.
Yes, the betrayer.
Yeah, and again, I mean, we'll get into this even more, I think, in these next two issues, but does Jean-Paul seem like a little extra slow this time?
Yeah, I mean...
And again, like I said, I always have this theory where Denny has to have at least someone play the dimwit in one of his issues, and I think it's Jean-Paul, at least for this arc.
Yeah. And was there any detail as to how much time had passed in between the beginning of this issue where he washes up on the beach and leaves his costume behind, and then when he's doing all this other stuff, going back to school and moving back into his old apartment? Well,
didn't Moaz say he enrolled in university and he's kind of been living like a normal life for a month or something?
For a month, yeah. I mean, I guess after surviving that experience on the island with Dr. Orchid and going through all that crazy mess, I guess after a month you would still have some residual PTSD from that whole situation.
That's a good point. And two, I kind of headcanon it where I'm just like, maybe shutting off the system, shutting off Azrael, maybe, I mean, we don't know how the system was conditioned into him. Maybe they tied it into his cunning and even some of his intellect. So it's shutting off Azrael kills some of your IQ points.
True. True, because when he had access to the system, he could design all that stuff, all the armor for the costume. He could do all this other stuff. Yeah.
He was memorizing the subway schedule for that
Right.
rocket so he doesn't hit a train. Yeah.
Yeah. Memorizing all those computer files in the Batcave.
Yeah. So Denny never explains that, but yeah, I'm thinking, you shut off the system, you kind of like, shut off half your...
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. So, anything else on that one, or should we get to the
No, I think, we can move on to Angel in Hiding, Part 2.
Yes! All right. So we jump to Azrael, number 22. Yeah, like you said, Angel in Hiding, Part 2, October 1996. This looks like, same team here. First, Nomaz gave away Azrael's location to Brother Rollo, but now Nomaz saves Azrael from the attack of Rollo's acolytes. After rescuing Brian, and Lily as well, Azrael... here it comes, kids. Yes, Azrael meets...
Batman, my favorite character.
Yes.
He wants to stop Brother Rollo once and for all and needs Batman's help to take down the Order of Saint Dumas. All right. I mean, this is a pretty decent cover, kind of like him, like hesitantly, like he's putting the caution on, like reaching for that sword.
Yeah, I love that. That's
yeah. Damn, I keep forgetting. I do have those covers to share, and I keep forgetting this shit.
Oh, whoops. Yeah. I was forgetting.
Yeah. Well, here's the first one, kids.
Yes.
Him leaving that costume on the beach.
Yeah.
It's something out of a horrible romance novel.
Harlequin. A Harlequin novel.
On the beach by himself. And then, this one. Yeah, with him in that costume, we're kind of reaching hesitantly for that sword and Batman in the background there.
Yep. Great cover. Great cover.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's it. I think these covers are Kitson's also, so.
Yeah, I think he did all three of these this time. Yeah. They're fantastic.
So yeah, there's no false advertising on these kids.
Yeah. This issue was good, but I felt like there was a fair amount of padding in here a little bit. I felt like some scenes were kind of drawn out and kind of extended just for the sake of it. But other than that, it was really good. And I liked the fight in the beginning with it turning out to be Nomaz that comes in and saves Jean-Paul from the Warriors 3 of Saint Dumas. Yeah, I liked that twist. That was cool. And the part where I also really laughed. I forgot about this part where they're in the car trying to catch up with the boat that has Brian and Sister Lily on it and is pulling away from the docks. And then they just jump the docks and land the car right onto the back of the boat. And there's this great full page panel of the car just landing. Just landing directly squarely onto the boat. It's great.
But yeah, I mean, Nomaz, at first he says he's not going to help Jean Paul's friends, but then he says, if the order is to survive, Rollo needs to die. And first Jean Paul's like, I'm not Azrael. He's like, but I'll help you if you help me save my friends. Yeah. So yeah, they crash the boat, and then one guy with the gun smacks it and like kind of pistol whips Jean Paul and goes, "You hit hard.
You hit hard." What do you think he's gonna do?
Exactly.
Yeah.
As he's about to shoot Jean Paul, Nomaz hits him from behind.
Yeah. And Sister Lily gets in on the action too. I love this. She gets some pole or something and bashes this guy in the face, and then drives her elbow into his face. I thought, wow.
She looks like she's just working a down at Divas.
Yes, she was using that stripper pole for great vengeance, and I love it.
There you go. There's a superhero idea. A stripper who uses a pole fight crime.
Yes. And it has to be set in the 90s.
Yes. Oh my God! If it was a movie in the 90s, it would have been played by Pam Anderson.
Yeah, absolutely.
Today, Sydney Sweeney.
Oh yes, without a doubt.
And I love, so the boat's sinking, so they all jump overboard. Of course, Lily has to take that purple sweater off and get into her white shirt.
Yes, yeah.
And then
Brian can't swim. Poor guy.
Father, but I can't swim. No, Mars has to grab him. And then on the ship, one of the Saint Dumas guys is like, the boat is beyond repair. We should save ourselves. And the other one's like, should we? We have failed, Brother Rollo. Brother Rollo will be harsh. And they just stand there and let themselves drown.
Yeah, they just look at each other and let the...
I'm like, really? What is Brother Rollo going to do to you? I'm like...
That's worse than drowning.
Well, I'm like, why even go back if you're not worried about him? Like, leave Gotham and go somewhere else in the world.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
especially with that boat sunk, he's going to assume you're dead because basically he knows nothing except for what people tell him. So if none of you come back,
they have a perfect escape. They have a perfect out from this order.
I mean, I get it. We want to show what a lunatic Rollo is, but I'm like, I almost think it would be kind of easy to get away from him at least at this point because. Again, he seems like he's a senile old man, and he's all focused on Jean Paul and Lily now.
Yeah, his concern is going to be with those two, and not these two guys. That, for all intents and purposes, like you said, he could completely believe that they're dead.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. It's bonkers. That whole panel, I was like, "What? Really?" And I mean, we never see them again, right? And later on in the series, these two guys never show back up again.
Oh, no, on the boat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they just stood there and drowned.
Yeesh. Yeah, that's harsh.
Because
that's weird.
They were less afraid of drowning than going to see Rollo.
Yeah, that's weird.
And then back in Jean Paul's apartment, they're all drying off. That's what I'm saying. They're right there. Sister Lily's looking pretty.
Oh, yeah.
Jim Ballant Catwoman right there.
Yes. There's some definite Jim Ballant vibes happening there. Without a doubt.
Oh my God. It's like her hair is big enough as it is. Then you step back that towel on top of her head. It's like trying her head with a tent or something.
Is this Medusa from Marvel? Who is this?
Looks like she has a McFarlane cape. She's like,
yeah, right. Yeah. And then Nomo's getting all in Brian's face. Not foul. The order is noble. Rollo is the foul one. Destroy Rollo and the order will again be splendid. Yeah, if you say so.
Yeah, because even Lily's like, the order's trying to kill us. And Nomaz is like, no, it's Rollo, not the order.
Yeah. Well, still, I mean, it's got to be admitted that the order is corrupt to the core at this point.
And Lily says, she agrees with Nomaz, at least on the whole Rollo thing. She says, Jean Paul, if you remember, I asked you to deal with him when we first met.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, deal? You wanted me to skewer him.
Yeah.
And Lily's basically like, the order has vast resources and Rollo holds grudges and stuff. She goes, he dies or we do. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. He's not going to give up. He's not going to just let them go.
Yeah, and that's when Brian's like, 4 people against, an utterly ruthless organization of vast wealth and dozens of willing servants? I wouldn't care to bet on our chances. And Jean Paul says, maybe more than 4. There may be a 5th.
Yeah.
the next page, we see Batman. Jean Paul, sometimes I wish I'd never met you.
Yeah. The best line in the whole issue, in my opinion. That made me laugh so hard. Oh, I love it. I thought, Denny, that's fantastic.
You're asking me to go with you to help bring down the Saint Dumas. I love he calls it the Saint Dumas mob.
Yeah.
Yes,
he's not that far off.
Yep. Yes, please. And then Batman comes down. No,
I'm not going to do that. But I am going to give you a bunch of money. I'm going to give you $1 million. I'm going to give you a brand new Azrael costume that Harold's been working on.
Yeah. Which is, it's so weird. Batman's like, oh, I'm basically too busy. I'm like, you know what? Let Robin or Nightwing punch a Riddler in the face this week. It's like, why don't you go help Jean Paul?
Exactly.
And then he's like, oh, or I've seen you as Azrael and it wasn't pretty. You weren't human. And Jean Paul says, you're afraid I'll kill. And Batman goes, won't you? So, okay. So Batman's all right with you killing as long as you don't do it around him.
Yeah. Right.
I don't know.
Out of sight, out of mind, I guess. And I mean, he had no shortage of people to take over vigilanteing in Gotham City for a few days.
Exactly.
Yeah, at this point in time, there were so many people that were helping him.
Oh, sorry, Bruce. Maybe you'd be more interested in taking down Saint Dumas if you had a hot daughter, huh?
That's just it. You know where Bruce's priorities are.
Yeah. Oh, we know where his priorities are. Yeah. Saint Dumas doesn't have a hot daughter or wear skin tight leather and a whip.
Yeah, no superior puss to be found.
Yeah. See, kids.
Superior puss.
But he goes, I won't go with you. Instead, I'll do something I've never done before. Compromise.
Yeah.
So like you said, he'll say, I'll give you money. I'll put $1 million at your disposal. Gear. I'll supply you with vehicles, planes, state-of-the-art technology. And most important of all, the right clothing. Yeah, because he said Harold made a new Azrael costume.
And I was happy to see Harold make a guest appearance here. I'm always pleased to see Harold.
Mm-hmm.
I still maintain that Harold was done dirty.
Yes, yeah, in Hush, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was the part that I disliked the most about that story. I
Yeah,
said, what? You're going to do Harold dirty like that? That's horrible. Oh,
yeah,
God, I hate it.
Yeah, because he kind of disappeared around No Man's Land, and then they bring him back in Hush just to do him dirty in the end.
Yeah. Oh, I hated that.
I know, me too.
That was garbage. Yeah.
And then he went off with like that version of Ace the Bat Hound. We never see that dog again.
Yeah, we never got a resolution with Ace, did we? No.
Ew.
Maybe some writer will go back and revisit that.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on. Tell me the untold story of how he's living on a farm upstate. Come on.
Absolutely. I want to see that. I loved Ace.
Or he's living in a retirement home with like a bunch of like police dogs or something.
Yeah. Yeah. But I could see a story where like there was an escaped convict from Blackgate or Arkham or something that like found its way up to the farmland or something, and Ace had to like bust his way off his leash or something to
nice.
wrestle the escaped convict to the ground and before he could compromise the farmhouse. I could see that. Let's see it. Let's see that story for Ace.
Yeah, come on. The untold story of Ace. Come on.
That's right.
So, yeah, Batman tells Jean-Paul to put on the suit. He's like, I remember, clothes make the man. Jean-Paul, you must be everything Azrael is, everything he can be, or you'll fail.
Or you'll fail.
He says, you don't mince words. So he tries it on. But then he's like, hit that punching bag. Basically. Yeah.
Nothing's happening. Yeah. There's no system.
Once again, I am not Azrael.
Yeah. There's no system available.
Nope. All right. So, you know what? Out of this, well, I mean, some of these, all these kind of seem like filler, but that middle part is filler.
Yeah. That's what I mean. This issue is kind of padded.
Yeah.
There's a lot of padding that happens here. I feel like this story could have even been 2 parts. This angel in hiding. I feel like it could have been 2 parts, possibly.
I wonder if they did it like this because I don't know, for timing or something, or
maybe.
I don't know.
Wasn't there a big crossover coming up just shortly after these issues?
Well, we kind of very, very lightly, tangentially brush up against what is that, Final Night?
Oh yes, there's a reference to Final Night because of the quote unquote bad weather.
Yes. Because long story short, kids, a sun eater basically blocked out the sun, and the world started to freeze. The whole world started to freeze until that madman Parallax, aka Hal Jordan, reignited the sun, basically redeeming himself.
Yes,
and getting him that shot to become the Spectre.
I of course love Hal Jordan.
Yeah, I don't think. Is Will a fan of that story, or does he hate it?
He's kind of lightened up. I know he didn't like the Parallax stuff originally because you know, if that's like one of your favorite characters and they turn them all evil and stuff.
Oh yeah, especially in that way.
Oh yeah. Like he said, he wasn't like too like he didn't want to give that the Spectre series by J.M. DeMatteis a shot at first, but we read it. He loved it.
Yeah, that's a great series. It's got some fantastic artwork.
They don't collect that. It's not in trade. It's not on the app. That's
not on the app either?
No.
Oh, God.
I'd get a malware mountain for that. Yeah, no.
Yeah. Oh,
I was all mad with myself. I'm like, I should have bought this back in the day. It's great.
Yeah.
Especially like the first half. Yeah.
That would make a great collection now. Like one of those DC, what they call them, World's Finest, that new line that they're doing. Basically the DC Epic collections. DC's version of the Epic collection line.
Or like we said, you could do like an omnibus or something. Because I think that series was like 27, or was it 20? I think it was 24 missions. And then you can throw in like Day of Judgment, where he like becomes and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, they could do an omnibus of that.
To do a nice collection,
yeah.
Because again, they finally did. Because again, kids, I did talk to JMD Mateus again. Capes Lunatics episode 335. They're starting finally to collect his spectacular Spider-Man run with Sal Buscema.
I saw that. I'm really happy about that.
And then the one Justin's really happy about in 2025, that you're getting his Dr. Fate stuff reprinted.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, with Sean McManus. I love it.
So, yeah, now he needs that Spectre series.
Yeah. My first JMD Mateus story was a Namor story.
Oh!
It was my very first Namor story. It
Really?
was that 4-issue miniseries that he did, I think, in 84.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I have that man to thank for my first Namor story. My favorite biscuit.
Yeah, I don't know if I even read that. If I did, it's been like 100 years.
Oh, God, it's good. It's fantastic.
I'm sure.
No, not just for that. It's a great story, too.
Oh,
There's a lot of Atlantis stuff that happens.
Yeah, JMD Mateus is a great writer. Oh, who does the art on that?
I think it's Danny Bolanity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah,
it's excellent. It's excellent stuff.
All right, so should we get to the last issue of this?
Yes.
And again, kids, we're kind of going to leave you on a cliffhanger here for a month.
Oh, yes, that's true. Yeah.
All right, Azrael number 23, Angel in Hiding Part 3, November 1996, same team. Before taking down the Order of Saint Dumas, Azrael, Nomaz, Brian, and Sister Lily traveled to the laboratory of Gray Abbott. Tune out now, Russell.
Yeah, we're going back to this place.
Yeah, if you don't want to relapse, Russell,
yeah.
Now.
Nom 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 nom.
Nomaz? Nom nom nom
nom nom nomaz.
Yes, they traveled to the laboratory of the Gray Abbott. There they plan to reintegrate the system back into the psyche of Azrael. As they arrive, they are attacked by some men, but saved by their pilot, who actually is Batman.
Yeah.
During the process of reintegrating the system, more attackers enter the laboratory. They were sent by Brother Rollo and dressed to look like the demon Biss. They defeat Nomaz, Lily, and Brian, but then Azrael reawakens.
Yeah. Right at the end.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, it's so weird because, this 3-issue, it's its own arc, and then the next one starts a new arc, but it kind of just picks up off that cliffhanger. So
right.
It's like Angel in Hiding. Oh, he ain't hiding no more.
Yeah. He's back. And this time it's personal.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, this one opens with, Batman's still back in the Batcave saying, I've just sent Azrael out to die.
Yeah. Which is not far from the truth.
Yes. Yeah, he's telling Alfred, I could give him all the money and whatever, but he's facing the most powerful, ruthless organization on Earth, the Order of Saint Dumas. The most
Cobra.
Yeah, exactly. Not in this universe.
Cobra.
No, I was going to say, when he says the most powerful, ruthless organization on Earth, Ra's al Ghul's like, come on.
Yeah, wait a minute. What am I, chopped liver over here? Yeah.
Again, I think, doesn't Ra's al Ghul at some point, or no, was it in that arc we covered, that still gives Russell nightmares? Well, didn't Ra's say he actually met Saint Dumas?
Yeah, he knew about that.
Yeah.
Yes, he knew about that order. And something about that. He'd been watching them from a distance with great interest or whatever. Yeah.
And then, Batman's like, he doesn't have his Azrael abilities, so he doesn't have a chance without them. And then we see the others, John Paul and the others leaving. Brian, we could go into hiding. And John Paul, do you really think we could hide from Brother Rollo and his army of obedient slaves, his hundreds of billions of dollars, his ability to bribe, cajole, corrupt? I'm thinking, he's a senile old man.
Yeah, absolutely. And if the best assassins that he can send after Azrael, Lily, and Brian are two dudes that would rather drown on a boat in the middle of the water rather than go back empty-handed, or even try to fake their own demise. If that's the best type of assassins that they have to throw at these people,
the Warriors,
they're in trouble. Yeah, they're in trouble.
So. And now Batman's saying, "Oh, maybe I should have kept him here by force."
Oh, by force, huh? Okay.
Right? Yeah.
We're gonna do that. All
right. Yeah. Yeah. Again, when has Batman ever been forceful with Azrael? Yeah. No. Don't go after Bane. No.
Yeah. Oh, it's so funny.
Alfred, this self-doubt is very much unlike you, if I may say so. Batman looking at that Azrael on the screen. I know.
Yeah.
So yeah, then I don't know. Is this woman supposed to be a prostitute, or is this just a woman on the street beaten by her boyfriend? I don't know.
No, I took it to mean that she was a prostitute. Yeah, and the pimp was being all nasty with her. Yeah.
I didn't want to just assume from the fishnets and stuff, but yeah.
Oh well, it's Gotham, you know.
Oh my God, she's wearing a string of pearls. Oh yeah, you're just asking for trouble if you're a woman wearing pearls on a Gotham street. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Any street in Gotham.
Yeah.
That is not a good idea.
This guy just beating on her. So John Paul runs over. Says, wait a minute,
right out in public, yeah.
So John Paul tries to help. He gets punched too.
He gets beaten up too. Yeah.
But then I guess there's a bunch of people on the street, and he's like, to hell with you.
Yeah.
And then Brian's like, this is something I haven't seen before. Compassion, it becomes you, Jean Paul. And he's like, there ain't going to be much use against the Order. So then they go back to his apartment, and Lily tries to test him by, I don't know, basically dressing like the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, and hitting him in the head with a stick. I thought, oh my goodness, wow.
It'd be funny if she were accidentally killing him. They'd be like,
I gave him a concussion.
We're really screwed now. At least before we had the slim hope that maybe we could turn Azrael back on.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
She's like, I found this mask in the trash. This red skull.
Yeah. Yeah, that was conveniently laying around, right?
Yeah. She thought it might activate Azrael. That didn't work.
No.
But then Nomaz is like, why do you not listen, fool? I told you can never not be Azrael.
Yeah, I love it. I love it how he said that. Why do you not listen, fool? He does not mess around.
Yes, and Jean Paul's like, yeah, well, the evidence to the contrary. Evidence. Feh. There is no evidence. There's only the system which made you what you are. Yeah, that's how they come up with the whole idea for the laboratory. Because Jean Paul's like, could we reactivate? And Nomaz is like, the system is secret. Part of it I know. Much I do not. I lack the text. And that's when Brian's like, oh, hey, just by coincidence, we brought a bunch of those back from that laboratory.
Mm-hmm.
They were in Latin and German. But yeah, Jean Paul's like, yeah, my body hasn't changed. It's just, my mind. Recreate Azrael in my psyche, and then I'll be him again. And Brian's like, is that what you want? He's like, no. He's like, it's what it has to be done.
Yeah.
So,
There's no other way around it.
So, yes. But, yeah, the underlings giving Rollo their report saying, yeah, it's not good news. 2 of our acolytes have vanished. The other 2 drowned in a harbor near Gotham City. Yeah,
so those dudes are dead.
So maybe
crazy. That's nuts.
Maybe the other 2 ran. They're just like, yeah.
Yeah, we're not stupid like those other guys in the boat.
I mean, they're not like Azrael and Lily. I mean, if you ask Rollo what their names are, he's probably like, Joe and Mike,
Yeah.
Because he even says, he goes, what do you think I care what befell acolytes? So, yeah, if the 2 that are missing stay in hiding, yeah.
Yeah.
What if the treacherous Azrael and the slut Lily?
Yeah.
Oh, was it one of these issues? I think at one point, doesn't Rollo say, oh, if Lily, usually if she was here, Lily would advise me, and one of the underlings is like, but she's a traitor. He's like, I know that. Don't you think I don't know that?
Yes, yeah. I think it's maybe later on in this issue.
Yeah. Oh Lord! And then they're flying out in the private jet, and we have to recap the whole monkey fluids.
Oh yes, we have a panel of him doing the whole freak out panel, the whole freak out scene. Ugh. Yeah, Russell, if you're listening, don't read this part.
So I love the first time he was there, it made him like flip out and he basically went feral. But it's like,
Yeah.
well, let's go back. Yeah, let's take his damaged psyche and hopefully it'll like reintegrate Azrael. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like this isn't going to be traumatic for him in any form or fashion, right?
Yeah, and wasn't this like in the neighborhood of Ra's al Ghul? I'm like, well, why don't you ask Ra's al Ghul for help taking down Ra's?
Yeah, he would probably welcome the assistance in getting rid of a potential rival organization.
Yeah, you destroy what you need, and he probably could absorb the rest of the organization.
Yeah, they have billions of dollars that he could conveniently envelop into the folds of his organization. It's crazy.
What's in it for me? Destroy a rival and I don't know, $1 billion.
$1 billion.
How about no?
That's so funny.
I love Brian. Dear Lord, I'm attempting to undo a successful cure. The medical society on Earth will condone this. But this pilot with the gray hair and the big gray beard almost looks like Santa.
Yeah.
Yeah, it flies them down. Yeah, they could land at this airport. And then again, I guess are these? I don't know. I guess these aren't Saint Dumas. No, I think these are just thugs.
Yeah, these are just, I guess, dudes that thought they might have had some cash straight off the plane, maybe.
Oh, that's a private jet, I guess. So.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It always seems to me Denny has like such a depressing view of the world. It seems like there's thugs always lurking around every corner.
That's right. You step off an airplane and you're immediately held up at gunpoint.
In like the middle of the desert. Yeah, there's just these thugs hanging out. Yeah.
Yeah, in every corner of the world, there's a despicable den of thieves waiting somewhere.
Yeah, we haven't seen another human being in 6 months. Oh, here they come. Let's rob them.
Here they come. Yeah. Let's eat them alive. Yeah.
But they basically get this high-tech camper, but these thugs try to hold them up, and that's when the pilot kicks their butts.
Yeah, the pilot with the...
I love Jean Paul's like, could it be him?
Yeah.
And then when Brian's like, extraordinary poetry in motion, where did you learn that? And the pilot says, I watch a lot of Chuck Norris movies.
Yeah.
Jean Paul's like, nah, it ain't him.
Invasion USA in particular.
So the pilot's like, I'll help deliver these two to whatever passes for law in these parts, and then get back to the airport. And then we see, flying back in the plane. It's Bruce Wayne.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so you've come this far. You flew them to. Isn't this like Africa? Was this in Africa?
I think so, or somewhere in that region.
Yeah. But I'm just like, you came this far, but you're not going to go the rest of the way with them.
Yeah, he's got his mask hanging up on a hook in the background. It's so weird.
I did it. I did enough. I flew him here. I delivered him their camper, and I beat up two.
Yeah, they'll be all right.
I beat up 2 level 1 thugs, but let them do. Let them do the big boss fight. No.
Yeah, this is their fight, not mine. I'm needed back in Gotham. Right?
Here's an idea, Bruce. You take down Saint Dumas, and then John Paul doesn't have to become Azrael again. You're all. And that one, the end of the last issue was he like, I don't like it. Sometimes you kill and stuff. Well, maybe if you keep him from becoming Azrael, he won't. You're stopping future murders.
Exactly, or maybe help him so that he doesn't have to kill people.
Exactly.
Join him in his fight to defeat the Order of Saint Dumas, and then you can keep a tabs on him. And if he starts, getting crazy and killing people.
Yeah, or if you help him before he has to become Azrael, then, he's not...
Yeah, you can prevent it before it happens. Some preventative measures would be extremely helpful here.
Give Jean Paul a happy ending, and he literally can't kill anyone at this point.
Right. Yeah, it seems weird that he would do that and then just leave like that.
Yeah.
It's so strange, yeah.
But then, this police chief or sheriff, whatever they deliver those thugs to base, I guess he's in Dumas's payroll because he calls and says, they just left. But of course, they're driving across the desert, which is covered in snow, kids, because again, this is our tangential
Yes,
time.
final night.
Yep. Because yes, the world is freezing. So so at this point, yes, Batman does have stuff to do in Gotham because yes, there's
That's true.
blackouts.
That's true.
The sun isn't coming out. There's perpetual night.
Yeah.
Because I remember
No,
there's at least one arc where like Man Bat shows up because he's going nuts because there's no day and night cycle. It's all night, so Man Bat's running crazy. Yeah,
I think there are a couple other characters too that went off the rails a little bit then.
Oh yeah, well, it's interesting too because like in the 4 Superman books, like as the sun's not coming up, so Superman's slowly draining his powers. So
yes, he's running out of powers.
By the end, he's powerless.
Yeah,
and then he gets married right after this, and it's like he's when he gets married, he's powerless.
Yeah,
and
that was cool.
Lois says, "Thank God."
Yeah, right. Timed that just right.
Really enjoy that honeymoon. Yes.
Yeah. Why can't that happen more often, she thinks?
It's just like some kind of like, I don't know, like not a full dose of kryptonite, but just like, like just a tiny little sliver of kryptonite, just
Yeah. A reverse blue chew, if you will.
Oh, a kryptonite condom, if you will.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, this is the part where Brother Rollo freaks out at the dude that's giving him the news. He's like, "Of course she is. Do not dare to tell me what I already know." And her betrayal will be redeemed in agony.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, but he's nuts.
Jean Paul does get a kiss on the cheek from Lily.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, in the vehicle. Yeah, and he's pleased about that. They find their way into the base.
Yeah, which is weird because they're sitting there in the snow and they're like, "Oh, been here 40 hours and we've seen no sign of activity, nor any sunlight."
40 hours.
I'm like, really? What? You're sitting there in this camper for 40 hours? I'm like, I think you can assume that cave's empty for the most part.
Yeah. After 12, I'd be ready to book it in there. Yeah.
Exactly.
And then they go in and the place is trashed. And I'm happy that there weren't like a bunch of dead animal bodies in here. Because the last time we were here, there were a bunch of animals that were kept caged up and stuff. And I'm glad that they just weren't like shown indiscriminately murdered.
Mm-hmm. But again, Jean Paul's kind of still flashing back to when he was here last time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was... We don't talk about trauma. I mean, I think as far as any event in this series goes that we've seen so far,
yes,
I think that whole incident stands out as being the most traumatic for Jean Paul.
Yes.
Yeah, finding out he was spawned by monkey fluids and that he was zapped as an infant in this vat of fluid. Like, it's... Woo, yeah.
Followed by a close second of naked Carlton Leha in a meat locker.
Yes.
Second
most traumatic.
Yeah, so Rollo tells him, send the troops in, have them dressed like the Demon Beast. But then he seems like he's like, again, is he senile or what? He's like, I guess I had a reason for asking them to do that. Oh, to frighten them. Yes, that must have been it, to frighten them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it seems like Brian and Lily are going through the books, but Nomaz is kind of like trying to hypnotize Jean Paul again, with the little
trying to reactivate the system with the medallion. Yeah. But then they're ambushed with tranquilizer darts.
You would hope, yeah.
Well, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, because the other 3 get shot, and then you hear, "Know that you are violators," and they're like, "It is Azrael." They shoot those darts at Azrael. He catches them.
Yes.
"Know that you will feel my wrath."
Yeah. Great ending.
Giving him the finger, yeah.
Yeah. He means business.
So, was it just the cave, or it's like, could they have saved this trip and just had Nomaz like hold the little medallion in front of his face?
Yeah. Yeah, did they need to be in this place for that to happen? I guess.
You have to travel to the other side of the world for this? All right, so thoughts. Again, this one's kind of slow because he's basically not Azrael for most of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little weird. I mean, I like the whole issue, the whole idea of him having no abilities for a little bit and just being Jean Paul Valley and relying on other people like Batman and No Maz and Lily and Brian for a change.
Yeah.
But like I said, the second part of this story, I feel like, is very full of filler, and I feel like this could have been edited and condensed down. There were some parts that I felt were completely superfluous and could have been cut out. And the part with the two assassins drowning on that boat, I still can't wrap my head around that.
I know. Again, I think it's meant to show how scary Rollo is, but I'm like, I think you could get away from him.
Yeah. But if you're trying to portray your villain as being so scary and so threatening, it kind of undermines it when you have them being kind of blatantly senile like this.
Yeah.
And being so old and frail and all this stuff. I mean, I get he's kind of evil and all this other stuff, but then you start to wonder, well, is it just because he's old and senile that he's doing half of this stuff? It's weird. Yeah, it's muddled at best.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I love the artwork. I mean, I will always, in every episode of this series, sing the praises of the artwork of Barry Kitson. I think it's fantastic.
Oh yeah, always.
Yeah. And in the floppies too that I'm reading, again, I'll comment on the great colors from Demetrius Basoukas. His colors are so good on this glossy paper that Azrael was printed on back in the day.
Yes.
It just stands out so vibrantly and so beautifully. I love it.
But yeah, I mean, again, I think the whole thing with Rollo is it's just supposed to be, he is senile, but again, he's a senile old man in charge of $1 billion evil organization.
Right.
So,
yes. Yeah.
I mean, he's basically just like... hold on. Wrong chord. Oh, 50 million chords here. All right. Hold on. So, yes. This senile old man's basically like...
There has never been so many lies, so much deception. There has never been anything like it.
He's so old. How do you like it to that now? How are you so old?
I wonder what color Rollo's hair is under that. I'm willing to bet it's a bright orange.
Bye.
Yeah.
Are you an
really
agitator? Go home to mommy.
I can't. My mom's a monkey.
Oh, nice.
I never knew my mom. She was a monkey.
Grab him by the chimpanzee.
Grab him by the monkey glands.
Oh, damn it. No, we're going to have to look for monkey sounds for this show. Damn. The last 5 minutes brought to you by a sponsorship for Noltain.
Oh, man. Yeah, this was a good story, though. I liked it. I liked it for the most part. I mean, I thought it could have used a little editing here and there, but
again, I think it's it's basically like a 3-issue setup for like the next 3 issues.
Right. Yeah, they were on these 2 or 3 issue arcs for a while. Yeah, which I'm not complaining about. I think that most of them were done really well. So.
And I wonder if they kind of suggested that Denny tie in the final night, because again, I love it's just like, oh yeah, we're driving through the desert and it's snowing. There's your final night, right?
And if you look closely at the lettering of the dialogue box where they're talking about the weather, and then the caption box for C issues of Final Night, those both look like they were added in like right before this went to print.
Maybe we just changed sand to snow, and it's just like,
yeah. Oh. Archie Goodwin was like, "Oh wait, we got to put a reference to Final Night in there. Get the letterer back." I love it. It's fantastic.
So yeah, I mean, as a setup, it's a decent story. And again,
yeah, I like it.
But would you think as highly of it if it wasn't Kitson art?
No, well, depending on who did the artwork, yeah. I mean, his artwork saves a lot. It's even saved the monkey gland stuff for me. Like, yeah, his artwork is so good.
His sister Lily saved it for me.
Yeah, right. Channeling that Jim Ballant Catwoman stuff.
That's the secret, kids.
Yeah.
Lily. See, that's the other thing. She spent her whole life in that ice cathedral. How does she know how to swim? She doesn't know how to swim, but she still floats very well.
That's right. Natural flotation device.
Exactly.
That's it.
But honestly, when would she learn to swim? I mean, she seemed all impressed with taking a bath. I'm like, how did she know how to swim?
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they had an underground river under that big giant thing.
Well, yeah, they didn't have those whole hot springs, but it seemed like they couldn't go in it or you'd get burned or whatever.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I don't know, unless she was just teaching herself somehow. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or one of her new gentleman callers taught her.
Yeah. Right.
Lily,
Yeah, maybe she took lessons while she was in Gotham.
Lily, would you like to go on a date tomorrow night? Yes. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no, tonight's my date with the guy from the YMCA. Yes.
Yeah, I've got swim practice. Yeah.
Oh my God, Lily and a bunch of 6-year-olds. Here, teach you how to swim.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, Justin?
No, I think we covered Angel in Hiding pretty well.
Yes.
I'll be glad to see Azrael properly return with the next issue and the next story.
Oh, definitely. Yes.
It was good. It was good to have a little break from the status quo for a few issues, but
Yes.
I'll be happy to get back to it.
So, because yes, and then when we return to Azrael in a month, yes, we'll cover Azrael 24 through 26. I forget what's the name of that arc.
Was it Angel in Flames or something like that?
Hold on. Oh yeah, I love that. It covered a 24. It's one of my favorites of the whole series. Angel at War.
Oh,
Yeah.
Angel at War.
The
That's
Fall
what
of
it
Saint
was.
Dumbass. Yes.
Yeah, this is it. Final battle.
Yeah. That's
Yeah. Love
cover
that one.
24 is one of my favorites of the whole series.
Yes.
Yeah, just him standing in flames. Yeah.
Yeah. If they ever do a collection of Azrael of
That
the
needs to be a
series,
cover.
they should put that on the cover.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because that's better. That's even better than issue 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So in 1 month, we'll be covering Angel at War 24 through 26, and kids, extra special treat. You're going to be getting a double header of Justin because the next episode of Azrael will be episode 199. So
Yep.
and then Justin will return to join me and Lil for episode 200 when we cover Batman 89.
That's right.
I
I'm
think
so
we got-
excited for that.
I think we got to do a live watch of that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you
We
said
can't-
there is a way we can do it.
Yeah, there's an app. We just can't show it to
Yeah, we won't be able to stream it to the audience, but we can watch it together.
yeah, the three of us can watch it together. Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
You ever
It's
seen
gonna be
us
so
double
much
the
fun.
pale moonlight?
That's right. I remember seeing that in the theater when it came
Me
out.
too. Me too.
Yeah, it was one of the singularly most defining moments of my youth. I loved
too.
it. I was enraptured by that.
I went to Friday to open. Like my mother got home from work. I was like, "Take me to see Batman now."
Take me to see it. Yeah,
We sat in
this
a
is
packed
an event.
theater. I mean, yeah, oh yeah. The theater was full. Yeah,
It was. I've never seen a turnout like that before
Yeah.
or since. Yeah,
I think that was the first movie I ever went to that was like, if it wasn't sold out, it was almost pretty much sold out.
yeah. It was wild. Yeah.
Never rub another man's rhubarb.
Perhaps you might join me in a weep.
I love purple. All right. So send us your thoughts on Angel at War, Azrael 24 through 26, and of course, like we said, episode 200 is going to be Batman 89.
Yes.
I believe
Send
we're
in
going to
your
do the live
thoughts on
pod.
all of the above.
So email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes and Lunatics, episodes, social media, merchandise. Get your brand new Capes and Lunatics merch. Look,
Yes.
You
Get
have a
the
shirt.
brand new stuff and the classic swag.
you can have the shirt with that picture on the screen right there. Yes.
That's right.
Yes,
There's a
and
plethora of designs to choose from.
the new, the classic, it's all there. And of course, yes, as always, your Queen Lilith Hellfire demands that you tie the portion of your salary to it. So, make sure you do that.
Make it rain.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. So please, yes, do that so we don't have to metaphorically be dancing on that pole when the Saint Dumas mob or comes in or starts snowing in July. Yeah.
It's like she was just working a stripper pole down at Divas.
Wow, look at this episode. That's the second time we use that drop. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, and of course, the Patreon. Please subscribe to our
join me in the Patreon Elite.
Yes. Again, you get something uncensored and exclusive just for the patrons. You never know what it's going to be, but again, it's uncensored Lilith Hellfire. So
that's right.
And hopefully, Justin was talking about
suggesting an idea for the August episode. Yeah. I think I'll have an idea for you guys this week. We'll see what you think. Yeah.
Nice. Yes. This episode brought to you by Justin
Yeah.
All right. So please subscribe there. You can find the Patreon at patreon.com/CapesandLunatics, or you can find it all at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
That's right.
I'll have you saying,
oh, that's naughty.
And
I love
yes. That's right.
All right. Now for this Mr. Justin the Owl, you can catch him. Well, our good friend. Yes. Now for our good friend.
It's me, your old pal the Owl.
Yeah.
You can find him, of course, here at least once a month on We Are the Night, the Batman podcast. And also on this feed, you can catch him every so often on Electric Mullet, the Superman podcast.
That's right.
Which we'll be doing, you joined me for the episode before Exile, so at least 4 episodes in a row here for on Electric Mullet.
And at least one more after that, because we've got old Skyhook coming back.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have to bring you back for, like, big events, maybe, like, of course, Death of Superman.
And Panic in the Sky.
Panic in the Sky.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Blaze Satanosaur?
Yeah, well, yeah. God, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so yes, you can catch him there. And then over on Capes and Lunatics, you can hear him every week with me on Marvel Tales, where we discuss something different Marvel. I think we should still be on Atlantis Attacks when this drops. So yes, we cover
the epic Atlantis Attacks coverage continues.
Cover every issue. And of course, you can hear him at least once a month on X-Men Classics, where yes, we cover all the X books. And of course, once a month on the Energon Universe with me and Russell, when he's not traumatized by monkey fluids. Yes, where we talk about Transformers and G.I. Joe content. And of course, that's not all where the King appears. So yes, Justin, tell them about these fine shows.
Yes, these fine shows you can also find me on every month. Gamma Charge, where Russell and I, soon to be joined by a new co-host, Josh, will be joining us for some episodes as well. So I'm excited about that. And we also have a Patreon, so do check that out if you're so inclined. Predator and Prey, the Yocha podcast. We're joined by that High Priest of Khonshu himself, Ray, and we're very excited about Predator versus Black Panther coming up at the end of the month. And last but not least, my solo show, The Lost Library of Legends, is dedicated to the forgotten and obscure comic book gems of the past. And I will be doing my very first summer spectacular on the show this month, where I'll be doing 3 episodes in a row on The Power Company from DC 2002. Tap, tap, tapping my way downtown. Giant-sized man thing. Scream at!
Bird just went off just in time for that. I'm going to eat this up with a fork and spoon.
All right. Thank you for joining us. Again, next week, Wilf and I will start Smith-Temper.
Oh.
We're covering some of the Kevin Smith Batman stuff.
Nice. Now for something a little bit different.
Oh, yeah. We'll do.
think we're doing his Green Arrow run too. So yeah, we're gonna get some Kevin Smith stuff.
Very cool.
Even over on Spider Cast. So yes.
Yeah.
And like I said, in 1 month, Justin will be back. We'll cover Angel War, and then the week after that, episode 200 with me, Justin, and Lilith. So
Yes, the big extravaganza.
yes.
It's going to be so much fun.
Full story straight down. There wasn't no blood in the body. Oh shit! It was all over the.
It was
pavement.
all over the
I
pavement.
told you, I watch it every day one summer. I can pretty much close that whole movie.
Eckhart, think about the future.
All right, kids, come back next time. Join us same bat time.
Same Bat Channel,
We are the night.
the Batman Podcast.
Remember, kids, don't hide from those senile old people. Good night.